She posted on LinkedIn, "So grateful my boyfriend connected me with his mentor. Just accepted an amazing job offer." Then she blocked me on everything. I congratulated her publicly, then sent my mentor the screenshots of her messages about playing me for connections. When her new boss, who was friends with my mentor, called her in on her second day, I, 29 male, met Vanessa, 27, about 8 months ago at a networking event. She worked in marketing, I'm in tech consulting. We hit it off, started dating pretty quickly. Things felt good, you know? She was ambitious, driven, fun to be around, or so I thought. About 4 months in, she started asking about my work. Not casual "how was your day" stuff, but specific questions. Who do I work with? What projects? Who are the big players in my firm? I didn't think much of it. She said she wanted to transition from agency marketing to corporate tech marketing, wanted to understand the landscape. Then came the requests. "Babe, think you could introduce me to some people in your network? Just informational interviews, nothing serious." Sure, why not? I'm not a gatekeeper. I connected her with a few colleagues. She'd meet them for coffee, pick their brains, send thank you notes. Seemed normal enough. But then she started asking about Gregory. My mentor. Gregory's kind of a legend in our industry. VP of strategy at a major tech firm, 20 years experience, knows everyone worth knowing. He'd taken me under his wing 3 years ago when I was just starting out, still meets with me monthly for coffee and advice. Guy changed my career trajectory completely. "Do you think Gregory would meet with me?" Vanessa asked one night. I saw that opening at his company for senior marketing manager. It's literally perfect for me. I hesitated, not because I didn't want to help, but because asking Gregory for favors felt significant. He's helped me so much already. "Let me feel it out," I told her. She smiled, kissed my cheek. "You're the best. This could really change my career." Week later, I brought it up with Gregory over our regular coffee. Casual, no pressure. "Hey, my girlfriend's looking to break into tech marketing. She's got solid agency experience. Would you be open to a quick chat with her? No obligations." Gregory's a good dude. "Sure, send me her LinkedIn. If she's qualified, I'll pass her info to the hiring manager. Can't promise anything, but I'll put in a word." That word from Gregory? That's gold. I knew it. Vanessa knew it. I made the introduction via email, professional, brief. Vanessa and Gregory grabbed coffee 2 weeks later. She texted me after, "OMG, he's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Interview scheduled for next week." Over the next month, she went through 4 rounds of interviews. She'd come back to my place after each one. We'd debrief. I'd help her prep for the next round. I was genuinely excited for her. Relationship felt solid. We were talking about maybe moving in together by the end of the year. Then, last Monday happened. I'm scrolling LinkedIn during lunch, and there it is, her post. "So incredibly grateful to be starting my new role as senior marketing manager next week. Special thanks to my amazing boyfriend for connecting me with his mentor, Gregory Walsh. Your guidance and recommendation meant the world. Can't wait to start this new chapter. Blessed, career growth, grateful." The post had like 200 likes already. Comments from her friends, former colleagues, everyone congratulating her. I smiled, left a comment, "So proud of you." Then I tried to message her. We had dinner plans that night to celebrate. Message wouldn't send. Checked Facebook, blocked. Instagram, blocked. WhatsApp, blocked. Phone number, straight to a message. "The person you're trying to reach is not accepting calls." What the actual hell? I sat there in my office staring at my phone. 8 months. Helped her get her dream job. She thanked me publicly on LinkedIn while simultaneously blocking me everywhere else. The betrayal hit different. Not anger yet, just confusion, and this cold, sinking feeling. Spent the rest of the day in a fog. Got home, poured a drink, tried to make sense of it. Then I remembered something. A few months back, Vanessa left her laptop open at my place. She'd asked me to check if she got an email from a client while she was in the shower. I'd seen her messages app was open. Normally wouldn't snoop, but one conversation caught my eye. Her friend Becca. At the time, I dismissed it. Convinced myself I'd misread it. But now, I went through my phone. I'd screenshot it actually. Felt gross at the time, but something told me to keep it. The messages. Vanessa. "Okay, so the boyfriend situation is working perfectly. He just introduced me to Gregory Walsh." The Gregory Walsh, holy shit, V. Right? Coffee meeting next week. If I can get the job, I'm so done with Alex. He's nice, but boring. And not even that successful yet. Gregory's the real catch, but he's married, lol. You're terrible. What if Alex finds out? He won't. He's too trusting. Plus, I'm playing it perfect. Super supportive girlfriend. Always interested in his work. He eats it up. Just don't blow it before you get the job. Please, I've got this. Once I'm in at his company, I don't need Alex anymore. Might keep him around till I start just in case, but after that? I'd convinced myself I'd misunderstood. That it was just drunk talk between friends. Exaggerated venting. People say stuff they don't mean, except she'd meant every word. I stared at those screenshots for probably 20 minutes. Then I opened LinkedIn and left a reply to her post. Congratulations, Vanessa. Wishing you all the best in your new role. You've worked so hard for this opportunity. Professional, gracious, public. Then I opened a new message to Gregory. Me. Hey Gregory, hope you're well. Need to share something uncomfortable with you. It's about Vanessa. I attached the screenshots. Added some context about how I discovered them, the timeline of our relationship, and what happened today with the blocking. Me. I'm not asking you to do anything. Just thought you should know who you recommended to your company. She used our relationship to get access to you, and apparently played me the whole time. I feel like an idiot for not seeing it sooner. Sorry if this puts you in an awkward position. Sent it, closed my laptop, tried to sleep. Couldn't. Update 1. Gregory called me the next morning, Tuesday. I was still in bed, hadn't slept much. Alex, Jesus, I'm so sorry. His voice had that tone, disappointed, almost protective. Made me feel like I was his kid getting bullied at school. It's not your fault, I said. I should have seen it coming. No, you shouldn't have to. You tried to help your girlfriend. That's what decent people do. He paused. Those messages, that's calculating. I've seen ambitious, but that's something else. Yeah. Look, I need to tell you something. I forwarded your message to Derek. Derek Paulson, the CEO of Gregory's company. Also, Gregory's college roommate and one of his closest friends for 30 years. My stomach dropped. Gregory, I didn't ask you to. I know, but Derek needed to see it. She starts Monday. He's her boss's boss. This isn't about revenge, Alex. This is about character. We hire for culture fit as much as skills. Someone who manipulates relationships like that, who uses people as stepping stones, that's not who we want. I didn't know what to say. Derek's calling her in this Friday, Gregory continued. Day before she starts. HR will be present. They're going to address it directly. I don't know what'll happen. Could be a warning, could be a rescinded offer. That's Derek's call. But you deserve to know. I appreciate it. I really do. And Alex, none of this reflects poorly on you. You got played by someone who's clearly very good at it. Don't beat yourself up. We hung up. I felt weird. Validated, but also guilty, like I'd tattled, but also angry. She'd used me, discarded me, and I was supposed to just take it? No. Friday afternoon, I got a text from an unknown number. Unknown? What the fuck did you do? Had to be Vanessa. New number, probably. Unknown. You sent those messages to Gregory? Are you fucking kidding me? You're such a pathetic little man. You can't even let me have this? They're making me sign some bullshit behavioral agreement, or they'll pull my offer. Do you have any idea what you've done? I worked so hard for this, and you're trying to take it from me because your ego is hurt? Unknown. Everyone was right about you. Controlling. Insecure. Can't handle your girlfriend being more successful. The messages kept coming. 12 total. Each one more unhinged than the last. I screenshot them all. Didn't respond. Blocked the number. Saturday morning, different unknown number. Unknown. This is Becca. You need to fix this. You're ruining Vanessa's life over some stupid joke messages. Grow up. Ah, Becca, the friend she'd confided her whole scheme to. Me, Becca. The messages weren't a joke. She admitted she was using me for connections and planning to dump me once she got the job. Which she did. I shared the truth with the person she manipulated. That's not ruining her life, that's showing consequences. Beck, she was just venting. Girls talk shit about their boyfriends all the time. You can't even take a joke. She blocked me on everything the same day she started her new job. After publicly thanking me, explained the joke to me. Becca, because she knew you'd be weird and possessive about her success. She was protecting herself. The mental gymnastics were impressive. Me tell Vanessa to stop contacting me. We're done. She got what she wanted, the job. The consequences of how she got it are her problem now. Blocked Becca too. Sunday I got an email. Not from Vanessa, from her mom. Donna. Subject: very disappointed in you. The email was something else. Called me vindictive, jealous, threatened to tell everyone what kind of person I really am. Said Vanessa was devastated and questioning whether the job is even worth it now. I replied once, Donna, I don't know what Vanessa told you, but she used our relationship to gain access to my mentor for professional advancement, then blocked me on every platform the day she announced her new job. I have screenshots of messages where she admitted to playing me and planning to leave once she got what she needed. I shared those messages with my mentor because he deserved to know who he recommended. Whatever consequences she's facing now are the result of her own actions. Please don't contact me again. Didn't hear back. Update 2, Monday rolled around. Vanessa's first day at her new job. I tried not to think about it. Went to work, focused on my projects. But I couldn't shake the anxiety. Part of me wondered if I'd gone too far, if I'd torpedoed her career out of spite. But then I'd remember those messages, the calculated manipulation, the public thank you while blocking me everywhere, the complete lack of remorse. No, she'd made her choices. Tuesday afternoon, Gregory texted me, coffee tomorrow? My treat. Wednesday morning, we met at our usual spot. How are you holding up? He asked. Honestly, I don't know. I feel justified but also kind of shitty. That's called having a conscience. It's a good thing. He stirred his coffee. Want to know what happened? I nodded. Derek called her on Friday, like I said. HR was there. They showed her the screenshots, asked if they were real. She tried to deny it at first, said it was fake, doctored, whatever. Then she said it was just venting, taken out of context. Let me guess. They didn't buy it. Derek told her they hire based on integrity as much as skill. Said using a relationship to manipulate access to leadership, then discarding that person, shows a fundamental character issue. They gave her 2 options. Sign a behavioral agreement with a 3-month probationary period, or decline the offer. She signed. But here's the thing. She's pissed. Been making comments around the office about how unfair it is, how her ex couldn't handle her success. Some people are sympathetic. Others, he shrugged. Others see through it. Great. So now I'm the villain in her story. To some people maybe, but Alex, here's what matters. You told the truth. You didn't embellish, didn't exaggerate. You showed proof of what actually happened. That's not being vindictive. That's being honest. I wanted to believe him. There's something else, Gregory said. Monday afternoon she tried to add me on LinkedIn with a message. You're kidding. Wish I was. Said she hoped we could still have a professional relationship and that she'd love to grab coffee sometime to discuss strategy. The audacity made me laugh. Genuinely laugh. She really thinks she can still network her way up using whoever she can access. Derek was copied on the LinkedIn message. She doesn't know we share an account system for compliance. He declined her connection request and forwarded it to HR as documentation. So what now? Now, she does her job. She's on thin ice, but if she performs and keeps her head down, she'll be fine. But any more stunts like this, she's gone. I nodded slowly. It wasn't the dramatic comeuppance part of me wanted, but it was real consequences. Professional accountability. Thanks for telling me. And for everything. You did the right thing, Gregory said firmly. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That afternoon I got another message, this time from Vanessa's brother, Todd. Didn't even know she had a brother. Yo dude, my sister told me what happened. That's messed up what you did. You mean sharing proof that she manipulated me for career advancement? She was just trying to get ahead, man. You're acting like she killed someone. It's business. It's not business when you pretend to care about someone to use their connections. That's called manipulation. Everyone uses connections. That's how the world works. You're just mad she didn't need you anymore. She's free to use connections. What she's not free to do is lie about her intentions, use someone emotionally, then discard them and expect no consequences. Whatever, man, you're a petty asshole. She dodged a bullet. Blocked. The pattern was clear. In their minds, I was the bad guy, not the person who got used. not the person who got blocked after helping. I was the vindictive ex who couldn't handle his girlfriend's success. Thursday, I made the mistake of checking LinkedIn. Vanessa had posted again. Starting a new role comes with unexpected challenges. Sometimes people from your past can't handle your growth and will try to sabotage your success, but I'm choosing to rise above it and focus on the incredible opportunity ahead. To everyone who's supported me, thank you. To those who haven't, your negativity says more about you than it does about me. Positive vibes rise above new beginnings. The comments were mixed, lots of "you go girl" and "don't let the haters win," but also a few "what happened" in context. One comment stood out. From Derek's executive assistant, "Wishing you success in your new role, Vanessa. Remember, integrity and professionalism are the foundations of any great career." The polite corporate shade was beautiful. I didn't comment, didn't react, just logged off. Final update. It's been 6 weeks since everything blew up. Figured I'd give a final update since people have been messaging asking what happened. First, the professional stuff. Vanessa's still at the company, made it through her probation apparently. Gregory says she keeps her head down, does decent work, but hasn't made any real connections with the team. People are polite, but distant. Word got around about what happened. Not from me or Gregory, but you know how offices are. Someone tells someone who tells someone. She's professionally isolated herself. The very connections she schemed to get, she can't leverage them because nobody trusts her. Derek apparently had a team meeting where he talked about values and integrity without naming names, but everyone knew. The message was clear. We don't play those games here. As for me, I'm doing okay. Not great, not terrible, just okay. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal itself, it was realizing how long I'd been played. 8 months. 8 months of thinking we had something real while she was just waiting to level up and bounce. That messes with your head. Told my therapist everything. She said something that stuck. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. Your only job is to not go digging through the dumpster afterward. Good advice. Socially, it's been mixed. Couple of mutual friends reached out saying they didn't want to take sides, but also couldn't believe what she did. Translation: they believe me, but don't want to deal with her drama. One friend, Jason, straight up told me, "Dude, we all thought she was using you. We just didn't want to say it because you seemed happy." Cool. Would have been nice to know 8 months ago, but sure. My family was more direct. Mom called her a social climber with the morals of a used car salesman. Dad just said, "You're better off, son. Someone who treats relationships like business transactions isn't someone you build a life with." The blocking everywhere thing still stings, not because I want her back, but because it was so calculated. She knew exactly what she was doing. Get the job, publicly thank me for LinkedIn clout, then disappear before I could respond or question anything. If she'd just broken up with me normally, "Hey, this isn't working out, I need to focus on my career," fine. Would have hurt, but I'd respect it. But the scheming, the using, the complete lack of remorse, that's what gets me. Last week I ran into Becca at a coffee shop. She saw me, rolled her eyes, and walked out. Guess I'm still the villain in their story. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Better to be painted as the bad guy by toxic people than to be complicit in their games. As for dating, not ready yet, maybe in a few months. Right now, I'm just focusing on work, hanging with actual friends, and trying not to be cynical about relationships. Gregory and I still meet monthly. He apologized again last week, said he felt responsible for introducing someone like that into his company. I told him to stop. He was doing me a favor. Neither of us could have known. You know what the worst part is? I told him. I genuinely wanted her to succeed. I was proud of her, and she saw that as weakness to exploit. That's not weakness, he said. That's called being a decent person. Don't let her twist that into something ugly. I'm trying not to. Someone asked in the DMs if I regret sending the screenshots to Gregory. Honest answer? No. Not because I wanted revenge. Not because I wanted her to fail. But because Gregory deserved to know who he was vouching for. His reputation was on the line. If she'd burned him later, that's on me for staying silent. And yeah, part of me wanted her to face consequences. I'm human. Sue me. But I didn't sabotage her. I didn't lie. I didn't exaggerate. I just showed the truth. She still has the job. She still got what she schemed for. She just had to sign a paper saying she'd act with integrity going forward. The horror. Look, I'm not pretending I'm some hero here. I'm just a guy who got played, had proof, and decided the person who helped me get played deserved to know. If that makes me petty, fine. I'll be petty with my self-respect intact. Final thought. If your relationship feels transactional, if you're wondering whether someone actually cares about you or just what you can do for them, trust that feeling. I ignored mine, convinced myself I was being paranoid or insecure. I wasn't, and you probably aren't either. That's it. That's the story. Thanks for following along, for the support, for calling out the BS when people tried to gaslight me in the comments. I'm closing this chapter now. Time to move forward. And Vanessa, if you're reading this, and something tells me you are, I hope the job was worth it. I really do. Because you lost the ability to form genuine connections the moment you started treating people like stepping stones. Good luck with that.